Welcome to Secrets of the Wandering Wolf. I'm your host, Tom, the Wandering Wolf, and today you're listening to episode 10 of Wisdom Wednesday. As always, I'd like to say thank you for joining, showing up, tuning in, and listening from wherever you are, whenever you are. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about my time with Huachuma, beautiful, wonderful plant medicine teacher, a special cactus medicine from South America that I hold very dear to my heart. One that has taught me a great deal of wisdom and understanding about myself and the world and how to show up in the many spaces that I now hold space. And I wanted to share a piece of wisdom, a specific one that I find myself today still sharing with individuals who are struggling or are trying to make the next step in life or don't know where to go. And this piece of advice comes from a particular ceremony where I had taken more Huachuma than I had normally taken before, and to this day still have never taken that much. But in this ceremony, as the time went on and the medicine got stronger and I started going deeper with it, I found myself in a situation where, like ayahuasca, I couldn't move. But in this situation, it was as if my body was just going numb. I couldn't feel my toes or my hands, and I was curled over, hunched over in my seated position, trying to drum like we always do. And the music was getting more intense, and the sounds and the imagery and the people, like everything compounded. And I didn't know what to do except to keep drumming. And that's when I started tuning in on a specific rhythm from one of the other drummers. And I was like, I'm just going to follow that. And I started drumming. And Huachuma goes and says to me during that, if all you can do is keep a steady beat amidst chaos, you're winning. If all you can do is keep a steady beat amidst chaos, you're winning. And it just kept replaying. And that's all I did, is I kept beating my drum, boom, 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 until the song was over. And when that song was over, it was almost as if I was released. Now, mind you, when we played music, those songs would carry on for 5, 10, 15 minutes at a time, where you didn't know it was going to end. And sometimes you didn't know that the song transitioned into another one. So I had no idea where I was or what I was doing or what was happening. All I had was the present moment and the drum. And I just kept going. And when it was finally over, the music at least, I laid back and realized, oh, that's how I navigate this. That's how this goes. And in life, in your everyday life, outside of ceremony, and life is like ceremony. It's your breath. Your next drum beat is the next breath that you take. It's the next step, decision, choice that you make. What Huachuma was trying to show me and to eventually share with everyone else is, when life seems like it's getting out of control, what's the next drum beat? What is the next breath you'll take? Or will you sit here and fold? Because that's what was happening. My body was literally folding forwards as I sat in like a cross-legged position with my drum. I was leaning over my drum, holding on for dear life because I had no idea where this journey was going to take me. And with the way the world is today and how crazy things have been, your drum beat is that breath that you take. You could tap on your chest, you could tap on the table, whatever it is to start bringing you back to the present moment. But just remember, as long as you're taking one more beat, one more breath, one more step amidst a chaotic space, a chaotic world, or chaotic life, you're winning because you're not stopping. You're not folding, and you're finding the strength in yourself to keep going, even if all hope seems lost. By you doing that, you give hope to someone else who thinks that, well, if they can do it, I can do it. And I know that that can be true. And if you have your own form of medicine, whether that's spiritual practices, yoga, breath work, meditation, going for a hike, going to the gym, whatever it is, double down on it when life seems crazy. If you have no idea what to do next, double down on what you know you can handle, what you can control. Let that be the drum that you continue to beat. And I promise you will come out on the other side feeling much better, much stronger, and out of that chaos. And with that, I'd like to say thank you for tuning in and listening to this story, as it was a defining moment in my time working with medicine. It took me from being just a volunteer to eventually co-facilitating and having greater responsibility. Like always, I have links in the description below on where you can find me and what I'm up to. If you are in my area, I have circles and men's gatherings now that are happening. And if you're interested, follow the links below to find out more. And thank you for joining me on another Wisdom Wednesday and listening to Secrets of the Wandering Wolf.